Hello, we are Team Sewa here to present to you our business idea. Now, did you know that Malaysians produce 2,000 tons of textile waste which ends up in landfills? When textile waste decomposes, a harmful greenhouse gas called methane is released. Methane hugely contributes to the formation of ground-level ozone, which causes around 1 million premature deaths every year. So, this is where renting comes in. So, why should we rent instead of buy? Well, renting is one of the few businesses which encompasses the other 3 R's in the 4R concept. When consumers share products through rental, they are reducing their carbon footprint by reusing equipment that has already been manufactured and recycling it onto the next person who needs it. Renting items could also help consumers save money as renting is cheaper than purchasing items. Besides environmental problems, financial issues may also be solved through renting. This can go both ways for owners renting out their items as well as renters renting the items. Renting out items can be a source of income for owners which would help them financially, and as mentioned previously, renting can help renters save money which can alleviate financial issues.
We have conducted a survey to identify how would the market react to renting instead of buying. The results have shown that 89% of the respondents believe that there is a need for renting services. And despite one of the biggest disadvantages to renting is the huge amount of deposit needed for renting, majority of the respondents are willing to pay a deposit to rent an item. So the results clearly indicated that the respondents have a positive view on renting. We then gave our respondents some scenarios on renting. Say for example, they are attending a formal event. Would they prefer to rent a dress or a tuxedo for the event? 85% of the respondents said that they would rather rent than having to buy a new clothing for the event. And another scenario we've given to our respondents was on hosting a party. So 89% of the respondents would rather rent than having to buy a new set of speakers just to host a one-time party. So both of these results showed that the respondents are more willing to spend lesser for one-time events through renting, and this is where Sewa comes in.
Right. So you might be wondering, what is Sewa? Well, in short, we are a live marketplace. Sewa is an online renting marketplace for trading catered for sustainability advocates as well as for the general public. And why Sewa, you may ask? Well, safety is our priority. Sewa acts as a medium between users, making otherwise potentially shady interactions and transactions safe and secure. And moving on, we are community-driven. Sewa aims to be a community-based platform that enables them to meet each other, share their passion, encourage conversations about sustainability, and more. Right up next, what is Sewa's USP? Right, so we have 3 different USP, first being social commerce platform. Like no others within the space, being a social commerce platform allows communication and engagement between users that in return allow users to give ratings and reviews of products, owner, as well as renters. Moving on, we are community-driven. Community emphasizes on vital social connection and engagement with all demographics, as well as having an outlet for passion, gives people the opportunity to share a subject they are passionate about. Lastly, price. As mentioned, anyone can rent out anything, hence allowing Sewa to have many choices as well as price being market-oriented pricing.
So for the market competition analysis, Sewa has 3 main competitors, which are RentSmart Asia, UseRenit, and Tech Rentals. So how can Sewa stand out from the crowd? Here we can see that Sewa is in a form of an app, unlike the 3 competitors which have their renting businesses on websites. Sewa being in an application format makes it convenient for customers to rent or rent out items. As of now, in the Sewa app, users can rent or rent out items such as apparels, sport equipment, children's items, electronics, and tools and equipment. Next, we provide a wide range of products, whereas competitors such as UseRenit and Tech Rentals are only specialized in a specific category. RentSmart Asia does have many categories on their platform, but certain categories only have a limited amount of products to choose from. So, we aim to provide many different categories for our customer with many options to choose from. Next, Sewa also allows its users to interact freely with each other, which builds a community that likes to help one another and love to share. As for features, we have an availability checking system that allows owners to update the available renting date of their items for renters referenced in our apps. And this aspect is not available on two competitors' websites. So with these features in our apps, renters are able to see the item's availability date for renting to arrange. Overall, this is how we set ourselves apart from our competitors.
To wrap things up, we truly believe that Sewa is a first of its kind. The e-commerce industry has been growing steadily over the past decade. It had a staggering market cap of 30 billion in 2020 with a 24% growth in 2021. By 2024, experts predict that it would be worth almost 50 billion in Malaysia. Combining both e-commerce with renting services isn't something that is vastly available in Malaysia. While there have been other competitors as mentioned just now by Shen Long, none of them come close to what we're trying to achieve with Sewa. None of them are as commercialized, none of them are as versatile, none of them are as user-friendly. The beneficial prospects that we're trying to bring about with Sewa will be able to solve real-world problems. As seen in the survey, there is a demand for renting services. And this is because people have things to do, events to attend that don't require a dead-end commitment to purchasing the item. Users can simply rent the items needed, pay a fee, and return it after the activity is completed. 5 years down the line, when teachers ask children what are some of the most popular e-commerce apps that you know of, they would say Shopee, they would say Lazada, and Sewa should also undoubtedly be one of their answers. Thank you very much for lending us your ears.